Hello, everybody. This is Dr. G. Rex Kruhly, the founder of Depth Healing. Just wanted to share something with you. If you're familiar with my background, I was a professional martial specialist for decades. And of course, I always loved fighting and fighters and the tough guys. And when you think of fighters and tough guys, that's what you notice, how hard they punch and who they can beat and stuff like that. But there's one particular fighter who was a great master. And he wasn't a Japanese Zen teacher or something esoteric like that. It's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Unbelievable guy. Very, very wise, very deep, unusually deep. And I learned something from him that I heard one time about maybe 2 years ago now. He says something to the effect that he doesn't like a guy or respect someone. Let's say Muhammad Ali goes to dinner with this guy. And because he's Muhammad Ali, this man or this lady treats him with tremendous respect and very polite and careful and everything. So they sit down for dinner at the restaurant, and Muhammad Ali notices that this person looks down on or speaks down to the waiter or waitress or the busboy. So the guy has a double standard when he's with Muhammad Ali and he's a big shot. This guy is really polite and genteel and everything's so nice. And when he meets someone that he considers a lower social station, totally different. Rude or abrupt, unfriendly, unkind. Now that hit me because I grew up that way. I really grew up that way because I had copied Kushida, my big sensei. I was a young kid and studied under him and worshipped him. He was a very arrogant, two-faced man. But I didn't know that when I was just a young kid. And I internalized that. I thought that was, the way a great big shot kind of a man acts. But Ali is correct. If they act like that, it's a lack of integrity. It's two-faced, it's weak, it's shallow, it's a facade. Now, why would I tell you that? Well, one is monitor yourself. I certainly did ever since I heard that because it's just so true. And of course, I heard it when I'm an older man and a lot more evolved than I was when I was a young buck. So I heard the words. And I paid heed. I'm hoping you will today with me. Everybody needs a kind word. Everyone wants to feel noticed, important, that they matter. And all it takes is you or me to notice. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, or you associate with ladies and they happen to do their hair, or they've done their nails, or they've done something, you should notice. Noticing means you're paying attention. And one of the greatest of all gifts you can give anybody, like Eckhart Tolle says, is your attention. And give it kindly. I grew up hyper judgmental because that's the way Kushida was. I internalized everything from him. It took me decades to get rid of all the negative programming from that man. When we see people, we don't know what battles they're fighting, how they feel inside. When I'm sitting here making this video, nobody knows if they walk by that I have severe sciatic pain in my legs. They don't know that. I know it, but they don't know it. We don't know it when we see people. But I can assure you, even the grumpiest person or the shyest person, they all want to be noticed. They all want to matter. And it never hurts us to just say a kind word. And as Ali's model is similar to, say, the Dalai Lama is another example I often use. You want to make your manners flatline across all social parameters. All social parameters. I remember one time in the 1990s, I was walking with a great sheikh from the Middle East, from Lebanon. He was a real big, high-level man who associated with royalty in the Middle East. And we happened to be walking, was in California, and there was an old street bum, a bum on the side of the road, trying to beg, for some money or whatever. The sheikh walked right over to this person, gave him some money, made him smile, and to the bum, seeing the sheikh was wearing a big turban, and he had his big we call it juba. It's a long cloak. Probably thought it was like something out of Aladdin's lamp. But I always remembered, I was in my early 30s then, and the sheikh was a real big, high-level spiritual leader, known all over the world. And he went right to that person and made them feel very special and noticed, and he just gave them some money. And that was another one of those teachable moments, some of those rare, precious moments. And you only see them if you're looking, if you're trying to notice. So when you're out in the world, notice people. It's always easy to look at them and think, well, look at that, and you think something bad about them, or you have a criticism about them. It's easy. We're all trained like that. We all grow up like that. But what I'm making this video to say is, let's reverse that. Try to reverse that. Just say something nice to them. When I get into the cabs here, I got to take a cab. I don't have a car. I don't know how to speak Thai. I only know a couple of words. But the first thing I do when I get in the cabs, I always say, "Sabai mai," and what I'm asking is, how are they? I don't want to sit down and just consider him like a servant driver. I'm going to give him 100 baht when we get there, and throw him away. I don't want to do that. And I usually ask if they can speak any English at all, and make a little bit of small talk, brighten up their day. Just because I want to make a human relationship, human rapport, because they're a person. Same thing with animals or with anything. So I just wanted to share that with you, and it was inspired when Muhammad Ali made that talk. It's hot here, so I'm sweating. And Muhammad Ali, amazing amazing man with a very deep mind, and yet such a superlative fighter and a tough guy. If you ever wonder how tough he is, you just watch when some of those big boys hit him, and they hit him and hit him and hit him, and it doesn't do anything to him. Unbelievable. Anyway, this is G. Rex Kruhly, founder of Depth Healing. Go to my website, check out the collectives. There's 2 per month. They're only $50. The giant Seva ceremonies at the full moon are free. I give privates. Come in and see me. I'll help you change your life. Bye for now.